Alright guys, so I got some great news. Audacity Capital, I just got funded, and so I'm gonna share everything and my whole experience with Audacity Capital. It's another prop firm that, in my opinion, is really great, and you can get instant funding, alright? So it's a little bit different from other prop firms. So I'm actually gonna compare the top 3 prop firms in my opinion to just give you some insight on how Audacity Capital is a little bit different, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, go through the program, show you the pros and cons, and if you like it, then you can actually apply and work with Audacity. Also, if you're new to this channel, I actually do weekly overviews in the market, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we trade live on YouTube. So if you wanna be a part of a community, go ahead and subscribe so you can get notifications to tune into our live sessions to make money. Don't forget to smash that like button, and let's get it. All right, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to do a thorough overview of Audacity Capital, and then I'll do a comparison with the other prop firms that I think are in the top 3. But as you can tell, if you just Google Audacity Capital, they actually come up. They have a ton of content. They have their main website. They actually show up in Google Maps, so you can actually map out their corporate headquarters in London, right? And they actually have a trading floor there. So when the pandemic hit, they had to switch things up and look for talent online, obviously. So obviously they're getting a little bit more aggressive with finding remote prop traders. And then they also have their Twitter and everything. They have a YouTube, so tons of content. If you guys aren't familiar with Trustpilot is kind of like the Yelp for e-commerce businesses, right? So right now they're sitting at about 4.8 out of 5 stars. They have 291 reviews, and mind you, this isn't like a paid sponsorship or anything. I'm just a little bit more enthusiastic because I think they have a great program. Okay, if you go to their website, you'll notice that they have their traditional home page, right? They've been funding since 2012. They have a whole bunch of accolades and everything. And then what they trade, they're known for Forex, #1, commodities, equities, and everything. But the cool thing about this is they actually have liquidity providers, so there's like no commissions, and the spreads fees are really low. So if you guys are interested in working with a professional business versus those challenges, I think this is the rate to go, the way to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you a few emails. They sent me 3 emails to congratulate me on my good news, or my I guess me making it to their prop firm. So here is one of the emails, and you can tell they sent it July 7th, 2021. And it's just pretty much like, hey, congratulations, your account has been accredited and is ready to start trading. So I think that was the 3rd email. Going back, I think this was the first email. So it just says, our congratulations, Nathan, for your acceptance into the funded trader. As per discussion in the interview, so they actually call you, they interview you on your strategy, your risk management, things like that. If you do have trading history, and they literally filter you out from I guess a bad interviewee. So make sure you interview good with them, that way you can get funded instantly. And then this is just to show you, I blew it up because my login credentials are below, but I wanted to read this to you. It says, we are happy to let you know that your trading account with Audacity Capital has now been set up, and your funding should be credited to your trading account very soon. So the pros is, if we go to the funded trader program, it does the breakdown. So the breakdown is you actually get 50% commissions, so not as much as Funding Talent or FTMO. I think they're known for 70%, right? And good leverage, but you do have to take the challenge, which is 30 days, and then you have your second challenge, which is 60 days long, right? Or if you pass it a little bit earlier, you get funded earlier, and then you have to trade for a whole month to actually get paid. So that can be a 3-month process. With Audacity Capital, after your application, after your interview, you get funded immediately. All right, so that's the beauty of Audacity Capital. And then, like I said, we do not use retail brokers. That's what they say, right? So we use an institutional liquidity provider that allows us to benefit from a deep liquidity in the market with no commissions, swaps, and they also provide tight spreads. And then again, I want to emphasize that once you are approved, you get real money right away. And they're just really thorough. Customer service is pretty great. There's a help button right here. You send them a message, you can call them direct, and they respond literally immediately. The other thing is there's a scaling up program. So you start off with $15,000, and then every time you hit 10%, your target, it actually doubles until you get to around 500,000. All right. So unlike other programs where you just have $100,000 and then you trade it, right, and you get 70% or 50% with funding talent, as soon as you hit that target, right? So $1,500 is the first amount of profits, right? So you would get 50% of that, so that'd be $750, and then you would go on to $30,000, right? So as long as you're getting 10% gains, they're going to pay you out. So the difference is you actually have to reach your target before you can get paid out. So let's say, for instance, you move up to $120,000. Okay, you actually have to make 12 grand in profits before you can request to make that commission, which is the 6 grand that you're requesting. So it's a little bit different, but it actually kind of keeps you motivated because you're not going to get paid and you're not going to be lazy like, oh, like I made 5 grand, let me go ahead and take my profits. You actually have to hit your target in order to get paid. All right. The other program is FTMO. If you guys are familiar with FTMO, they did definitely some upgrades and improvements to their prop firm. They do 70% profits, but again, you're actually gonna have. Oops. So let me go to the FTMO homepage. FTMO. Okay, perfect. So you're actually gonna have that challenge, and the challenge. Let's be honest. You actually have 30 days to make 10% in that challenge, right? And 10%, that is a tight squeeze. Let's be honest. And it's really hard to beat the challenge. You might have to take the challenge a few times, a handful of times, just to pass the first phase. And then once you pass the first phase, you go to the verification stage, right, which is only 5%, but the first challenge at the 30 days is the hardest part. All right, so FTMO, I would say this is second because once you pass it, you get 1 to 100 leverage. You get either $100,000. You can do a $50,000 challenge, a $25,000, and you also can do a $200,000 challenge as well. Okay, so here are the parameters. You can do 10, 25, 50, 100, and 200. The other one is the 5%ers. This one's bubbling up because they actually have a scaling up plan as well. So same thing. You get instant funding, $15,000, and then you can scale up to 1.28 million. Okay, but the thing is, the difference between 5%ers and Audacity is Audacity, they have the institutional liquidity provider, right? So if you think about the costs and everything to take the challenge, they're actually going to be saving you money, because if you're trading on a $100,000 account, and on average, each trade that you get in is going to cost you $50-$60, and you take, let's say, 100 trades for the month, well, you're spending a lot of money. And I'm rounding up. That's a little expensive, but let's say you're spending $20 on each trade, or $10, just lowball $10 to get into a trade, with commission, spreads, all that, whatever fees, and you trade 100 times. That's $1,000 right there that you just lost, right? So when it comes to trading more capital, right? You want to have really, really tight spreads, and you want to have no commissions. And this is why I'm recommending Audacity Capital. If you don't want to, trade with the retail brokers, they actually have a floor. They actually have an app as well, and it's just a very professional, traditional prop trading firm where you have to go into the office and apply. And in this case, you can apply online and interview remote. So I'm just kind of just sharing everything that I went through to get this capital and then scale up, right? So I'm really excited. I'll keep you in the loop with my Audacity Capital accounts, and hopefully I can scale up to $200, $300, $400, $500,000. So hopefully you like this. That's all I got for you guys. Nate signing out.